Good day and welcome to the Sport Rap Show. This is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, your host for today. And now for your latest on the hit list. Brave Warriors' hopes of qualifying to the next Africa Cup of Nations hang in the balance following a 2-1 defeat against Kenya at the Orlando Stadium in Soweto, South Africa on Tuesday. Namibia entered the match in need of a win after they lost 1-0 to Cameroon before their fixture against the Kenyans. It may not be all lost for Colin Benjamin's men, but it will take a huge effort in order for them to overcome their fortunes and keep their hopes of returning to the next AFCON alive. The Brave Warriors started off looking the better side on the ball while the Kenyans sat back and absorbed the pressure in the first half. The first half produced minimum shots on target from both teams, but it was the Kenyans who broke the deadlock through a John Avire goal in the 58th minute. Duke Abuya doubled Kenya's lead in the 76th minute, leaving the home side scrambling to rescue something out of the match. Dion Hodo's injury time spectacular free kick was only enough to give the Brave Warriors a consolation goal in the match. As things stand, Brave Warriors remain rooted at the bottom of Group G, with them only having 4 matches to play. Namibia still has to play Zimbabwe twice while still having to battle against African giants Cameroon and Kenya in their remaining fixtures. The tricky part as it stands is that all the teams above Namibia has managed to gain points out of the games they have played so far, while Namibia are yet to register a point. Well, Colin Benjamin remains optimistic that the team can probably turn the fortunes around. Speaking from old to the young team now, the Namibian under-20 football team, the Young Warriors, is once again facing stress-inducing delays in their preparations for the upcoming under-20 Cosafa Cup set to take place in Mozambique. The team's training camp has yet to commence, sparking concerns about their readiness for the tournament, which is from 26 September to the 5th of October. The latest situation is not an isolated incident, as the Namibian Football Association has a history of postponing or delaying youth teams' preparations, a pattern that has persisted over the years. When asked about the slow progress, NFA Executive Council member Lawrence Kandundu expressed frustration at being repeatedly contacted about the issue. "Why am I always being called regarding this matter?" Called the General Secretary, Kandundu said. Local media have reported similar issues in the past where late camps or poor logistical planning have hindered the team's performances on the international stage. The repeated shortcomings continue to cast a shadow on the NFA's handling of youth football. On to something different now, which is the volleyball. AfroCat Volleyball Club hosted the Brimstone Medical Services King and Queen of the Court Beach Volleyball Tournament at A. Shipena Secondary School in Windhoek last weekend. The competition, named in recognition of Brimstone Medical Services' long-standing support of AfroCat Volleyball Club, saw 40 participants from across Windhoek compete for top honors medals, prize monies, and the male open winners in the male open category, Messiah Kambala and Thomas Sivute, emerged as victorious to get gold medals, followed by Panashe Chiguda and Machati Kudawashe in the second place to get silver medals, ahead of Theophilus Shayuga and Simon Dagula. As bronze medalist, Kambala described the winning feeling as incredible, stating he is absolutely thrilled and overjoyed to have dominated the overall competition. "I thank my partner Thomas Shivute for his hard work and effort which led to us getting the victory. The event was well organized and I am looking forward, that is, to coming back and defending our title," he assured. His partner Shivute also attributed their victory as a successful collaboration. The competition was intense, with each match involving quick decision-making, precise coordination, and adaptability to opponents' tactics, he said. The female open winners were, that is, Leah Nangombe and Maameno Heita, claiming the top spot ahead of Claudia Reiter and Sweni Shipefi second, and Naimi Amonyera and Linda, obviously, Nehaus also finishing third in that one. More on to stressful football stuff that are happening. Football players that play for domestic Namibian clubs have raised their concern over the current state and future prospects of the local game. Similar concerns have been echoed by the vendors that sell their products at stadiums before and during football matches. Many of them now have fears that the situation might head south, given the fact that there has been little to no indication about the start of the 2024-2025 football season. Sport Rep last week reported on the Namibian Football Association's rumored struggles to pen a sponsorship deal in order to have the season started. According to reporting, several clubs are happy with the current or are not happy with the current administration and are seeking for amicable solutions in order for them and the clubs to be on the same page. All this has created worry among those that play football in lower and senior leagues, fearing that football might come to a standstill again. We will now visit the marketplace, and after that, it will be your take, so do please stay tuned.
From the day you were born and welcomed until your pensioner years on this earth, your life is filled with changes and phases. What mattered the most at age 10 may be an unknown memory at 25. The heartbreak at 16 may be replaced with wedding bells at 27. The degree you've always wanted or starting your career business may come true at age 30. And the dream to own your own home may come to realization at age 50. Whatever stage you find yourself in, whatever matters right now, Standard Bank has what you need to bank like you. Choose your own path. Choose endless possibilities. Standard Bank, it can be.
As we anticipate something very big, this will be the start of many segments to come that will be the August 7th that is looming. We hope to bring you more coverage and footage and the latest previews and build up towards that tournament. It will be a rugby sevens, of course, and one that many will anticipate. So always keep up and catch the Sport Rep show in terms of the August 7th. We'll be bringing that to you almost every single day as the Sport Rep show goes ahead. And now today on Your Take, we focus on two boxing stables that are set to host big events in the coming days. First, it is the Eames Moses Boxing Promotions fight that is set for this Saturday. And after that, it will be the Nesta Promotions that has their boxer who is traveling. Let us hear from all this on Your Take.
To be part of this event. We got guys like Zaita, John, Energy. Let's go on and on. So this guy, what I just mentioned, he's in the world trading, or was in the world trading, or been world champion, or they are future world champions. And of course, as you know, Energy, Philippines Energy, one of our top boxers, and is rated in the top 10 in the world. And that is a big achievement, especially from a country like Namibia, where we really don't have like equipment, we have funds. And of course, what we have managed to produce this. Normally, in this, if you talk to world class boxing administrators or promoters, those people they got TV right, they got big sponsors, but they're struggling to produce a world champion or a world rated boxer. But yeah, we achieve it, and that's a big achievement for us. We're very proud for ourselves. So Energy Philippines, he went to Philippines last year, rated number 5. Because he went to fight against John Rier Casamiro, where he lost very controversial decision on point. And of course, we bring him back. He said, oh, come, let's go home. But we're not going to go and sleep. We're going back to the drawing board. Start working hard. Yet, so far, he had already 2 fights for WBO regional titles, where he won. And he went back to in the top 10. I believe now he's number 9. And of course, that number 9 is very high rating in the world. And now he got another opportunity. Fight in Asia again, this time in Japan. Gonna fight against Oguni Yokorini from Japan. And on the undercard of Samero, the guy who defeated him racially. So all this fight will take place in Yokohama, Japan on the 13th October. You know, the pound for pound super bantamweight champion is from Japan. That is just a good thing, him to fight in Japan. Because the victory there, you're going to lead him fight for the world title. So, and of course, we also in negotiation with the promoter, him to get the rematch with Casamiro. So this fight is very important for us. Now it's why we work very hard to get this fight, and we're working very hard in the gym to be in a top shape. He's already in a good shape. Been sparring already with top class sparring partners. So he's ready for the fight. But we have to tune up, work on few mistakes. Because in boxing, in sport, you have to work always. You have to correct your mistake all the time and to get better and better. So that's what we've been doing. In Energy, come the 13th October in Yokohama, in Japan, we will produce another stunning performance to get him in a very top 3 to go to the mandatory and to get the shot to the world title. So, of course, it's not easy to get a fight like this. It's about connection, it's about hard work, and so on. And of course, we have also to thank our sponsors, MTC, our main sponsor, PST Bet, our co-sponsor, to keep us together, for sure, to maintain the standard of boxing in the world from here, Namibia. So because without that funding, we're not going to be where we are today. And of course, it's also hard working from our team. Of course, the boxer themselves. Like I said before, if someone telling you is going to fight for the world title, you must ask him, where are you rated in the world? Are you in the top 50? It's not a lot of guys can answer you, because you cannot fight for the world title if you're not in the top 50. That's why we always try to do regional titles. It's very expensive, but if you want to achieve something, you have to do those titles. And of course, Energy is ready for the 13th October in Japan, Yokohama, against Oguni, who's a very high-rated boxer. And also had a technical draw versus Casamiro. So that fight, just a fight made in heaven for us. Okay, that's such an opportunity. Because we are very confident. Of course, it's not going to be a walk in the park. a tough one, but energy can do it. We can do it. Energy, opportunity for you, it's opportunity for Namibia, it's opportunity for Africa. So let's go there and do our job. For a while, let me give energy opportunity to say something. How you feel? Are you ready? Are you for the fight? To be feeling very blessed to get the opportunity again to perform in Asia in a home ground of the world champion, pound for pound. You know, who's fighting? He's gonna fight also now. About 2 hours to go. He's fighting, defending his title, and of course, just talk to the nation. I don't want to talk for you. I don't also want to fight for you. They not only organize for you, arrange for a big fight for you, but you have to go there and fight yourself. Talk to the nation.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. First of all, just want to thank my sponsor, uh, our main sponsor, NTC, and also PST Bet. And I also want to thank my personal sponsor, Elimo, for this big opportunity again. And I'm also like thank my big man here, promoter, is always making connection. And also want to thank my sparring partner, Nata, John, Charles Cinema, and all of those guys. And Mukungu, I saw, and Matthews 8,000, the beast is also here. And I also like to thank my coaches for always keeping me busy every single day and always make sure that energy is on the field, is energy is on the gym. So yeah. Like I'm saying, like on this fight, yeah, we will be ready for the guy, we will be ready for this fight, and we can know it on October 15th, and I will make sure that I will bring it home. I'll make sure that the victory will be back home. I will make sure that I will beat this guy. So nothing will stop me beating this guy. I don't even care what people saying or what anyone saying about me or about this guy. So as long as I'm going there and make it happen, and yeah, so can't even wait October 15th. Thank you.
The WBA Championship fight taking place September 14 at the Roman Catholic Hall. So today we're just here to give you an update on what has been going on, and also a few changes that we have on the card, and of course how the preparation went since we started working for this fight for the past 2 months, and of course how we have been also pushing, trying to raise enough funds to make sure that we host a very successful event. So first of all, I just want to thank all the boxers for being on time, and also for the boxers that commit to be part of this event. And also we have a very special announcement that we welcome Charles Shinima on his boxing promotion on a 1-year contract. Of course, we're going to work with him hand in hand, giving him his first fight September 14, and also to take his career to the next level. As you know, he's a very good, high-rated boxer. He's been there, he fought for the WBO, and I'm sure it should be vacant by now because he had a fight in Albania where he lost. Now we're just trying to bring him back to make sure that we get him back on the track. And we have Mr. Patrick here. He's an official from the WBA. He's a representative for Mr. Sten today. Just to also say a few things about the WBA, because he will be one of the officials. And we have flight number, the contender number 1 for the vacant title. We have Afeni Geshia, who is fighting for the national title, up against Abel from Bulero Boxing Club. And we have Charles here on my left hand side, and Lunga, who is his trainer. And we have Juan Respel, Robin Guerrero, Pacman Pacquiao, and the medias. So the most important thing also is also to announce our sponsorship that we got from Rival Boxing Gears in Las Vegas, Nevada, for the boxing equipment, actually the gloves that we're going to use for the event. As we all know, it's quite difficult to get those type of gloves. Normally we struggle to buy those gloves and then we don't really get a better quality like any other promoters. And you see safety come first, and we also make sure that we have to elevate the level of boxing in Namibia to make sure that we use the proper glove for those type of events, especially professional boxing. And the boxing have rules when you have a championship fight. So there should be 2 pairs that are all new for both camps. Just in case one of the pair get damaged during the fight, you must be able to replace it at the same time because it's already supervised and approved by the championship committee. So that's why this is a very great honor for me, and I'm so happy to have Rival Boxing on board. And this is also not only going to be the last one. So we are planning to do a lot of things with Rival Boxing, especially in Africa.
Obviously, we are looking forward to the special one delivering there. Looking for delivery, Ario Hart is up next with the latest international news. From me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, it is goodbye.
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome, everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first. It's UEFA Nations League, and it is the best teams in Europe taking part in that result. So we can mention England beat Finland. That's a good result for England. They beat them by 2-0. That was at home, and it was again Harry Kane that was the big important player for England. He scored in the 57th minute and also in the 76th minute for England to win 2-0. Good start for interim coach Lee Carsley, and there's strong speculation that he might be awarded a more permanent position, but that is will be made known at a later stage. Other results from the Nations League is that the Czech Republic beat Ukraine by 3-2, and a good away win for Greece, beating Republic of Ireland by 2-0. Big game Netherlands hosting Germany. That was played in Amsterdam, and that ended 2-2. The equalizer was scored by Dumfries in the 50th minute, and it was an exciting game in Amsterdam. It was the Netherlands and Germany 2-2. This coming weekend, it is again back to English Premier League, and it is the defending champions Manchester City that will host Brentford, and the other unbeaten team so far after 3 games is Liverpool, and they will host Nottingham Forest. Moving on to Formula 1 racing news, and it's been confirmed earlier that it is Adrian Newey, the race engineer, that will be with Aston Martin from next season. He was with Red Bull since 2005, and it is also confirmed that he will be paid 30 million euros per year. That is a lot of money, and he's just 2 race drivers, including Max Verstappen, earning more than him in the 2025 season. At the moment, it's Red Bull battling since Adrian Newey left them, and it is Max Verstappen on 303 points at the moment, being chased by Lando Norris in his McLaren on 241. And in the Constructors' Championship, it's Red Bull on 446 points, and closely followed by McLaren on 438. At the moment, it is in 5th position Aston Martin on 74 points, but obviously when Adrian Newey is with them next year, they will be a lot stronger. To close off today's international sports news, it is golf news, and from Friday it will be the Solheim Cup. It's a team competition in women's golf. It's between the USA and Europe, similar to the Ryder Cup for men, and it will be played in Virginia at the Robert Trent Jones Golf Course. It will start on Friday, being played over 3 days. Team competition between Europe and United States, and Europe, the defending champions. The last time they played last year, they drew 14 all, and so they retained the cup, and it is expected that 100,000 fans will be at the golf course in Virginia to watch the Solheim Cup that starts on Friday. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.